All right, what's up, guys? Dodgers Randy here. This is our first live stream, so I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're gonna get into this, and we are going to answer some questions from last week. So some of the questions I had were about, we got Buehler, Pollock, that kind of good stuff. So let's get into that. The first question was from Crispy. He asked, well, she, not sure, don't want to assume again. How good of a season do you think Buehler's gonna have in 2019? Also, can you guys hear me? Like, can someone comment and just say yes or no whether or not you hear me? I don't know how the sound works with this. People, you do? Well, yeah. So if you guys can't hear me, let me know. I don't want to be yelling, but I also, okay, cool, thank you. Okay, so for Buehler, honestly, I've tried to put my bias aside when it comes to stuff like this, but after last year, I feel like he's not one of those guys that's just gonna have one good season and then be done. I see him kind of continuing that dominance and getting even better, especially spending time with someone like Kershaw, Rich Hill, Ryu, veterans like that who've been around the game for a long time and can kind of help him figure out what he's doing. His stuff is just great too. I mean, that fastball is nasty. He's got great command. He's got, to me, he's an ice in his veins pitcher. Throw him out there when he's facing the best guy possible, and you're gonna have Buehler come out on top. I honestly think he could have a Cy Young season. I see him pitching around 200 innings as long as he doesn't get hurt, but I see him being one of the best pitchers in the NL. Even if he doesn't win a Cy Young, I still think he'll come in the top 5 voting. So that's my guess for Buehler this year. I hope I'm right because I really like the guy, and I'm almost thinking about betting on him to win the Cy Young just because I have that much faith in him. The next one is from Kevin. I don't know how to say your last name, so if you say this and can let me know, I would appreciate it. Would like to learn how to say it. Your last name starts with an H, so I'm assuming you'll know who you are. You asked, where do I think Pollock will hit, where he will hit in the lineup, either leadoff or in the middle of the order. I think it depends on the pitcher. If it's a lefty, we might see him kind of like we did yesterday, later in the order. If it's a righty, he hits righties better than lefties, strangely. So when it's a righty, I almost think he'll be at the top of the order because he just can put up better at bats. But I also think besides Turner and Seager, nobody is really set in the lineup. I think everybody will be moving around. I mean, seeing Seager hit in the 5 spot was super crazy yesterday because you don't see that. There's nothing wrong with it. But I just kind of feel like Turner and Seager are the few guys who we'll see set in the order. But I do expect to see Pollock anywhere between 1 and 4. I don't see him being in the bottom of the half. But I think it just depends on how he's doing and who they're facing that day when it comes to pitchers. This question is from Anthony Serrato. It plays a little bit back to Jock being hurt, so things did change a little bit, but I'll still answer the question. They asked, with Verdugo making the team and Jock being hurt, what's next for Jock? Luckily, Jock is not still hurt. I think Jock is improving season after season. His strikeout rate continues to go down, so he's getting better, striking out a lot less. But I still think he's a very streaky and slump-like hitter. I think he'll have games where he has the last 2 and he'll do that for a week or 2, and then he might be really slumping for a week or 2, where Verdugo, in my mind, just puts up better at bats. He's just more of a, in my mind, Verdugo's more of a pure hitter. He's not a power guy. You'll notice he won't hit very many home runs. But we have a lot of guys like that, so I think Verdugo fills in the contact and kind of need that we have been lacking, I feel like, the last year or 2. He's your singles and doubles guy. He's got great baseball IQ, great on the base paths. So I think until Verdugo comes in and shows the team that he deserves to be out there more than Jock, or until Jock goes through a big slump, I don't think that we will be seeing, oh my God, is that Roberts? I'll tell you guys in a second, sorry. I'm at the game, at the stadium right now, and Kershaw's throwing his sim game. He was resting, and Roberts was being the center and throwing the ball back to Turner as if he was quarterback. It was pretty funny. Sorry. Anyways, I do think it will be Jock's spot until Jock gives him a reason not to, because he is the veteran over Verdugo. So we'll see. No, I didn't get any balls today. Kershaw's throwing his sim game, so it's not normal batting practice. So anyone who came for BP today, I don't think is going to be getting any balls unless anyone cranks one off Kershaw, and let's hope that doesn't happen. He's throwing his 3-inning sim game right now, and he's faced Jock, made Jock look a little silly a couple times. So good thing for us that he's back. The second part to Anthony's question was, who do you think will hit the most home runs on the Dodgers this year? That's a good question. I don't think it'll be Muncy. I actually think it could be Bellinger. I think it could be Bellinger or even possibly Jock, if Jock gets the right amount of playing time, because he doesn't hit lefties too well, so we won't see him as much when they play lefties. But I actually think Bellinger is going to improve a lot on what he did last year. He didn't have a bad year. He had a bad year for what we saw him come out of his rookie year, but I still think Bellinger is going to be a 25-plus home run, and we don't have a lot of power hitters. We just have a lot of guys who can hit for power, but they're not pure 40, 35 home run guys. So that's my guess. I could be wrong. The more guys that hit home runs, the better, as long as they're hitting the home runs that work for us and not overdo it and end up kind of screwing us in the long run like they did last year. But it's all good. We're not going to talk about last year. And thank you. All is well, and I hope to meet you at a game too. If you're here, just let me know. Hitting me up on Twitter or Instagram is much easier than YouTube because the notifications come in easier. So same username, @DodgersRandy, and I'd love to meet you guys at a game. The next question is from Embrace the Suck. Hopefully that your username's not from the Dodgers. They asked, will you be joining the Pantone 294 fam on the back-to-back to Boston Philly trip in July? I'm not joining them, but I will be in Boston. So I'm not going to be with Pantone, but I will be in Boston Thursday through Monday. So if you're there, let me know, and we'll meet up. That'd actually be really cool. The more people I can meet, the better, especially you guys from YouTube. You guys watch all my stuff. I really appreciate it. So let me know if you're there, and I will do my best to find you guys, because there's gonna be a lot of Dodger fans. So we're gonna have to figure something out. Oh God, where'd that go? Okay, we're good. The last question comes from JMG Productions, and they asked, when is the next time we will get a superstar that will be Rookie of the Year? That's a good question, because in my mind, Buehler was that star. He didn't win Rookie of the Year. However, what he did last year was more than I think any of us could have ever expected or asked for. I feel like to us, we don't see our guys as stars because we watch them every day and they're not the Manny Machado or the Bryce Harper, but we have stars. In my mind, when Corey Seager is healthy, he's one of the best players in baseball, one of the best hitters. May not be his defense. Heads up. Go get it. Look. Gotta be quick. Jock almost just fouled the ball. Right over here, a couple rows down. But I view quite a few of our guys as kind of stars. I view Turner as a star. I view Seager as a star. I view Bellinger as a star. I view Buehler as a star. They may not all be that kind of traditional superstar player that we think they are, but they're all guys that can become those superstar type players. And that to me is what I consider a star. It's not a guy who comes out and just kills it one year. I think Verdugo could have a chance at possibly going for Rookie of the Year award. The only issue is I don't know if he'll get enough playing time. That's the only kind of bummer about it for him. But Dustin May, it's harder, I feel like, for pitchers to get Rookie of the Year, just because they only play every 5 days and everybody loves offense. But I'm excited to see Dustin May. I really, really think he could do some good stuff. And if Keiber Ruiz can get it up and get going in AAA hitting, then I think we could also possibly see him put up some Rookie of the Year type numbers. Hey, it's Jeff. You guys know Jeff? We're live, just so you know.
Awesome.
So people are asking questions. So I'll let you answer the next one. Someone wanted to know when Urias will be we think Urias will be the next will be a full-time starter.
I think he'll get plenty of starts this year. just because of injuries and stuff, but I don't think he'll be a full-time starter until next year.
And I even think next year we'll see somewhat of an innings limit, but not a full inning, just because he hasn't pitched.
Yeah,
what
it'll be a
it's been.
soft limit, but yeah, if he really gets to his 100 innings this year, I think it'll be more like 180 next year, which is basically as much as no Dodgers gotten that many in a while anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm thinking between 160, 180 next year. But other than that, I think.
Who was that? You just ripped one off the wall off Kershaw.
It's a minor leaguer.
Kershaw's going to drill him next time.
Yeah, they said they have some minor leaguers. I think Kershaw will be fine. I saw your question. I think for him it's just about health and finding his command. As long as he can do that, I think he'll be good. He's lost a little bit of his velocity, but I think his stuff is good enough that if he hits his spots and doesn't get too angry at himself, he'll be fine. I just don't think we can expect the workhorse Kershaw anymore. We've kind of lost that the last couple years with his back, but he's still better than, I'd say, probably 90% of teams' #1 pitchers out there, at least from what I see in the National League. Obviously, I'm going to take Scherzer due to his health. He's never had issues, and younger guys, but I'm still taking Kershaw over most of the pitchers in baseball when it comes down to it. But yeah, so I'm actually been planning to meet up with Jeff. We got this one done. It was right around about the time I wanted to do, so we'll do it again next week. Let me know what you guys think. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Yes, I got my bobblehead. I'll post it on the actual vlog from today, so that way you guys can see it. All right, bye guys. Never done that before.